cacha, pues, weón, miren. También acá, weón.
Hay un auto rojo que va para allá que se lo lleva el agua.
On the afternoon and evening of January 31st, an intense and fast-moving summer storm swept across the metropolitan region of Santiago, catching thousands of residents off guard.
El agua arrastrando un auto y acaba de chocar ahí en un poste. En estas condiciones.
Unlike the steady rainfall typically seen during Chile's winter months, this storm delivered a large volume of rain in a very short amount of time. Meteorological data shows that in some areas, more than 17 millimeters of rain fell in just over an hour. While that number may not seem extreme on its own, in a densely populated urban environment with limited drainage capacity, this kind of rainfall can quickly become overwhelming.
Esperando que venga el cuero.
No te lo creo.
Está esperando que venga el cuero.
Within minutes, streets began to flood. Drainage systems struggled to cope with the sudden surge of water. And along one major roadway, Camino, Melipilla, the situation escalated rapidly. What had been a busy transport route during the afternoon commute turned into a dangerous channel of fast-moving water. The most severe flooding was reported in the Maipú area, particularly near intersections and low-lying sections of Camino, Melipilla. Video footage shared by residents shows water rushing across the road with alarming force, reaching the doors of cars and buses. Traffic came to a complete standstill, and in some cases, drivers were forced to abandon their vehicles as water levels continued to rise. Emergency services were quickly dispatched after reports came in of dozens of vehicles trapped, including both private cars and public transportation buses. For commuters, the experience was sudden and frightening.
Pasa aquí sin salida, por lo tanto todo el agua se va posando al final. Está inundando todos los departamentos, son muchos departamentos inundados.
Many drivers described being caught with no warning at all. Buses filled with passengers became immobilized as floodwaters surged around them. Some people climbed onto vehicle roofs, while others remained inside, waiting anxiously as the water continued to move swiftly past. Fortunately, at the time of reporting, no fatalities have been confirmed, but the danger was very real. Fast-moving floodwater can be extremely hazardous, even at relatively shallow depths, capable of sweeping vehicles off course or trapping occupants inside. Beyond traffic disruption, the storm caused widespread impacts across Santiago. Thousands of households experienced power outages after water and fallen trees damaged electrical infrastructure. Several neighborhoods reported flooded homes, overwhelmed drainage canals, and debris blocking local streets. As the immediate emergency unfolded, the authorities and engineers began examining what factors may have contributed to the severity of the flooding. One key factor was the intensity and speed of the rainfall itself. Experts note that summer storms in central Chile are becoming increasingly erratic, delivering heavy bursts of rain over short periods rather than steady rainfall spread over several hours. This places immense pressure on urban drainage systems that were never designed for such sudden extremes. Investigators are also reviewing reports involving a nearby canal gate or water control system close to Camino, a Melipilla. Preliminary accounts suggest the gate may have been closed during the storm. If confirmed, this could have redirected excess water directly onto the roadway instead of allowing it to drain safely. Officials have emphasized that this investigation is ongoing and that conclusions will only be made after thorough technical reviews are completed.
Mira ese oso, se lo lleva el agua. Mira, se lo está llevando el agua.
Me venga en el cuero.
Hola, pura cagada, mira.
Está lleno. Nomás está lleno.
Este es el río más chico que...
Behind every flooded street are people caught in the middle of the disaster. One commuter described the experience as confusing and terrifying, saying the water rose so quickly that there was no time to turn around. Another resident said they had never seen summer rain behave this way in Santiago before. Emergency responders worked under extremely challenging conditions, helping people reach safer ground while constantly monitoring rising water levels across the city. These moments serve as a powerful reminder that disasters are not just statistics or headlines. They are lived experiences that stay with people long after the water recedes.
La cagó. Nunca se ha visto así esta cuestión.
This flood has reignited discussion about urban resilience and climate adaptation in Chile's cities. Experts warn that flash floods like this may become more common as climate patterns continue to change. Infrastructure built for past weather conditions may no longer be sufficient for today's increasingly unpredictable extremes. Authorities have stated that once the emergency phase ends, attention will shift toward prevention. That includes improving drainage systems, strengthening stormwater management, and providing clearer emergency communication for drivers and residents during rapidly developing weather events.